Friends, cool dudes, shit talking haters. How are you? I'm okay. Left all the gun groups, so now it's like I don't know what to do with myself. In between working my side work and then knocking some of that out and tooling around. The gun groups are addictive, but the drama is just never ending. And even though I made my bed and I deserve a lot of what I get, sometimes it just gets to the point where 25, 30 guys just hell bent on hating everything I say and do. It wears you down. We all have a suit of armor in life. It gets dinged and dented and scratched, but sometimes like enough is enough, dude. But whatever, you know, gotta move on in life. Figure things out. Find something that brings you joy and make the best of it. Lately, I've been geeking out on bolt guns. The Bagara is a good starter package. All in all, the action and the barrel, they're pretty respected. They're not high dollar. Been looking at, Scott got me into the Masterpiece Arms stuff, and I've been geeking out on videos for that. The different chassis and the different calibers. He's been really focused on 6 Dasher lately. Also 6BR, I think. 6.5 PRC, you know. I am at a point where all the dudes that gave me shit for saying join another club that has real range are not wrong. They're not. It's frustrating because it's like, well, it's a bunch more money, which, again, the logic of we'll stop building guns and use that some money for a second membership. True. It's a longer drive. Yeah. It's doable though. I did a deep dive. The top 3 around me. I'm in the Flagler Beach type area, so south would be Volusia, the Volusia Gun and Hunt Club. You know, that's $400 or $500, and if you're a member, you can qualify for 50 and reserve time for 50 up to 770 yards, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It might be 8. However, you only can access the long range. 2 days a week. I think Monday and Tuesday or Monday and Wednesday. And you have to get on a list. You have to qualify your gun, whichever gun you're going to bring. You got to pay to qualify. I believe you have to shoot a 1 MOA at 200. Which, if you're dialed in and you know your gun, shouldn't be difficult. But what happens if you're slightly out? You have to leave, come back, pay again, and try again? I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns with this. The next one, more favorable, would be Saltwaters or the Aries Training Facility. The Aries was a head scratcher because I did a deep dive, and they have memberships, like 5 or 6 tiers of memberships. Brass, bronze, silver, gold, platinum. I think there's one I'm kind of missing. And each one trumps the other one. And if they have staggered targets out to 860 yards with steel, they have a lot of cool berms for action bay type work. But primarily, if Scott and I figured something like that out, we'd only be driving up to do long range. We have the bays at our club. They're fine. You get the job done. You know, the bays of these other clubs may have a few more amenities, but in the end, it's a sectioned off area with a berm and some big blocks. You set up your target and you shoot drills. I mean, we'd be going up for the longer range stuff, which is cool. But again, it's like with the Aries place, it's like so if I buy a brass or a bronze membership, which is like $400 or $500 a year. I'm not sure if there's also $100 introductory fee. And then I'm still not clear if you have to pay even more money to reserve time on the longer range, or how qualification is. I got to read more of the website. And what happens if you go to, because it said in their small print, we're not obligated to let you know when a range is in use. So there's no resource to know. So you're going to drive an hour and a half, show up, and find out a dude with a platinum membership showed up, or he has They're going to give him the time because you have a lower tier membership. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's not easy to shoot long range in certain parts of the country. If you live up in Utah, Montana, Idaho, the Dakotas, I assume, are Pro 2A and have lots of vast space to shoot. Every time I watch a Grantham video, most of those longer range things, I'm guessing he's in Idaho or is it Utah? Maybe that's a lot more friendly, but the Southeast, especially Florida, your options are kind of limited. But there's Georgia. They probably have some decent ones. I know the buddy I just talked to said North Carolina, South Carolina, there's a couple of private deals. There's like a 2-year waiting list. You gotta, it's not easy. You don't just go drive into some BLM land and fucking set up a steel target and then start shooting. You just can't do that. Not here anyway. But that's been the mindset. That's been the focus. Trying to figure it out. I know I need to find a place to shoot longer. And the other thing is I've been looking at Masterpiece Arms, where I was looking at different new calibers. I was looking at maybe getting another 6.5. And I was actually last night looking, they have a Masterpiece Arms chassis at Euro Optic in green. Their competition chassis, it's like $920. It's a Remington 700 short action, so I could pop this barreled action into the chassis. Because I'm not really crazy about the polymer chassis on this Bergara. It's a little light for its own good. I don't know if it's a wise investment or not. The MPAs I've been looking at are 2600 with the competition. And again, is that a good investment until I secure a club membership? I don't know. These are the things I've been kind of going back and forth on. Get out of here, dog. I love you, pal. Yeah, you're the reason I can't drive too far because I worry about you. Tear each other apart while I'm gone or shit all over the place. Here's the one I get shit on, but I don't care. I threw this stock on that I bought off that dude to give it a try. It's a bit loose, though. It's a bit wobbly compared to the B5 Precision there. It does have a cool bag rider, Arisaka bag rider on it. And it does have the cheek riser. And when Easy even has the secondary that came with it, this one is spring-loaded. That's the so if you're racking your charging handle and it comes back, it has some give. So it won't cause a malfunction. That just pops right on, I believe, with some screws. Haven't gotten that far with it. So yeah, other than that, we got the 6 ARC. He's got the ARCA. Oh, he's got the ARCA now. Threw the LMT DMR stock on him for the hell of it. Pulled that stupid tape off him. I want to get out. We got some new 6 ARC ammo in the door, so I want to get out and shoot some more 6 ARC as well. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Debating what the smart play is. The chassis for the Bergara action isn't a bad idea. It's a decent action. It's not like a fancy action with like a friggin', what was that one brand where the actions alone are $1,500 to $3,000, and then you get a matched proof barrel for it's like, so these guns are even worse than they are, some of them. So yeah, I'm looking into it. I wouldn't mind getting a heavier competition type chassis for this guy. Is it a waste of money? I don't know. It would be a little heavier. It would have this is a hunting gun, basically. It would be more of a competition with the extendable bag rider and the lots of more adjustability. It's something I'm considering, Other than that, get more ammo in the door. I'd still have this club, so we'll do that. Do drills, work on pistol, shoot to 200, but that's going to get old. It's already old. This gun here, the 6.520, we should be good out to 850-ish. I'm not sure if it's a 1,000-yard gun, but we should be good out to the mid-800s, even to low 9s, before the ballistics just fall apart. So I'd like to start venturing out more and just, put in the due diligence to figure that out. That's what's in. That's what I'm thinking about. So, let me know what your thoughts are on the subject. See if I can get outside my comfort zone and take the advice of some of these dudes. I'm sure some of them mean well. Some of them are just mean-spirited motherfuckers. It's like, shit. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to evolve. Not trying to let it get to me. After a while, so many people attack you from all sides. The one thing you find any happiness with, it wears you down. Like, fuck you guys. I'm like done with this bullshit, dude. But we'll stay in the game and keep on pushing, and see if I can figure out a second club option. The Aries looks like the best. Too bad it's the longest drive. What's it? An hour and 35, an hour and 40 door to door, plus setup time, plus breakdown time. So we're talking 4 hours and change, just drive time. And then, I imagine I'd be at the club for at least 4 to 5 hours. So we're talking, that's a pretty long day to leave these guys to their own devices. They're not used to it. So that's what's got me a little worried. I mean, I'll spend the money. It's not a huge deal for an annual, $400 or $500. And I can focus on reloading. If I do another bolt gun, Scott and I were talking about 6-dasher seems to be the rage in all the competitions, but that's a boutique as hell caliber, so you're going to have to load it. I only found 1 or 2 smaller companies that make custom ammo for it. It's like $3 something a round. If I stuck with 6.5 and just got a chassis for this, I can reload for this, and still have the ladder test we have to go work on that I just finished with the different seating depths. We're going to have to hand load those because they're not super tight. Hand loading in a gas gun is a little harder than in a bolt, but we can get it done. Figure out the magic load. We're close on this guy to know exactly what it likes to eat. We're in the 41s, so I think we're almost there with this guy. I want to really dial it in. I did another custom level. I used the Arasaka kit. It's perfectly level. It's all locked down to spec because I had made some tweaks the last couple times I was shooting. I wasn't happy with them, so we got these zeroed out for 6.5. We'll head back and we'll. I want to get some super tight ragged old groups at the 2, and then I'm ready to jump out to more distance. Then I can learn how to dial for the 308 and whatnot. Learn how to hold. I was holding for the steel last time. It took me a little second to figure out how high to hold, but I got it. So just keep building on that, and that's pretty much where we're at. So that's about it. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week, and thanks for stopping by as always, even the haters. Appreciate you. And we'll just keep on pushing, brother. I'm really thinking about ordering that chassis, but I'm holding back. I also need more powder. I need more primers. All that shit adds up fast, man. And I'm not rich, so yeah. I got the credit cards paid down to a very low level, almost completely paid off. I don't want to rack them back up for stupid reasons. It's got to make sense and be part of the journey to be better. Part of that would be putting $500 down on a brand new club membership. I agree. I just got to choose the club and figure out what I'm going to do with these little bastards. They'd probably be fine, but, they're my babies. Get out of here, you crazy fucker. What are you eating? Oh, come on, man. What is that? I worry about you. That's why I don't like you in here. I chased him around the house one time. He had a live round in his mouth. He thought it was a game. He was prancing around doing tilt-a-whirls. And I had to pull out pieces of bologna and turkey and shit. It's like, get daddy. Get D. All right. All right. Well, continue on with your evening and all the fuckery. Big ups to all the dudes in the gun groups I no longer communicate with. I ain't going back just yet. Maybe I'll go back when I've joined the new club and got some shots that 860 on steel. Show a little progress, as they say. Anyway, till next time, your boy Jake Merigo. Na 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 na. Peace.